those of y'all that been asking, man, what is it? Is it Hammer Gang? Hammer Game? It's gang, man. Gang. Gang, gang, gang. Hammer Gang. Anyways, guys, do me a huge favor. As you guys come onto this video, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. College football year round, baby. Year round. Especially Miami Hurricanes, Florida State Seminoles, and them Florida Gators. Yes. So, obviously, a lot going on right now. It's transfer portal season. Yeah. But anyway, man, a lot of news going on. Coming out of the Florida State camp, to be honest with you. A little bit coming from the Gators also, but it seemed to be dead silent when it comes to Miami in the transfer portal. Now, we all know Mario Cristobal does a phenomenal job when it comes to recruiting the high schools, but the transfer portal, he's not so heavily invested in. He's basically, building it from the trenches, other key positions from the high school level. He believes in basically molding those guys into championship level fighters, go out there and, get it done and not opt out of bowl games because they have no loyalty to the program. They don't eat, sleep, and bleed it. They just came in for a year as a mercenary. Mario don't do that. But we do pick up significant pieces here and there through the transfer portal for plug and play and depth and competition, of course. So, Florida State has been very active in the transfer portal. So, we're going to talk about all that today. Now, if you're a Florida State fan that clicked on this video, don't be shy. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You are welcome here. And to put some, icing on the cake, you can talk trash. I won't block you. Listen, nobody's going to block you. Nobody's going to kick you out. It's 100% welcome here. Welcome here. Number one channel on the YouTube spectrum for the big three for you to talk trash. Nobody will block you. I promise you that. Gator fans also. A lot of them hanging around here. A lot of you guys watch the video and don't hit like, don't hit subscribe and all that stuff. I see it. I see the numbers. I see the analytics. Do me a favor, man. If you're entertained, hit the like button. You might not like me, but if you like what I'm doing, then, hit that like button. But anyways, let's get into it. So, obviously, the talk around the University of Miami is quarterback. Who will be our quarterback going into 2024? Obviously, a lot of names are falling off the list. All the top caliber guys are falling off the list. Let's just get straight to it. Cam Ward decided to go to the NFL. A lot of the other guys are falling off. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's just stroll on down. You can see the names. Aiden, boom, went from Oregon State on up to Michigan State. I guess he's listed as was the number one guy in there. Dante Moore, UCLA to Oregon. Then you got Malik Murphy, went from Texas to Duke. A lot more. Malachi Nelson recently, yesterday, went from SC to Boise State. One of Boise State's biggest pickups in years. So, congratulations to those guys. Will Howard, of course, went from Kansas State to Ohio State. Duke's quarterback last year was kind of injured or whatever. Went from Duke to Notre Dame. That was foreseen coming for a long time. Brock Vandegrift from Georgia went on over to Kentucky. We're seeing a lot of this lately. A lot of guys are transferring from teams to their rivals or teams to, they play every year kind of deal. It's kind of weird, but it's starting to become a norm, guys. It is what it is. Toledo to Baylor for Daquan. Dylan Gable, another one, went from Oklahoma to Oregon. Kyle McCord, of course, from Ohio State to Syracuse. Will Rogers, another name that was being mentioned with Miami for a while, went from went from Mississippi State to Washington. And of course, for the Florida State Seminoles, you got DJ U. You see his name on there. Look, it's right there. Figure it out. He's a Hawaiian guy, so that's what it is, man. Went from Oregon State to Florida State. So the Seminoles have a quarterback this year, obviously starting, and then you see Tate Martell. Tate Martell. Well, he's something like him, but Tate Rodemaker into the transfer portal. Now you got Miami's former quarterback already up there in Wisconsin. We saw him in the bowl game on the sideline in a Wisconsin jersey, number 10. He looks like he's fitting right in, if you get the drift. Anyway, Tyler Van Dyke into the transfer portal from Miami and went to Wisconsin. So good luck to him. Max Browser, or whatever his name is, he went from what is that? New Hampshire. Never heard of him. Went to Missouri. So another one fall off the list. Grayson McCoy, of course, out of Coastal Carolina, went to North Carolina State. Nate Johnson went from Utah to Vanderbilt. You get where I'm going with this. Now, obviously, all the top guys have pretty much found spots, and there's a few guys that haven't. But would Miami really want these guys? First one up is this guy by the name of Jaden. Seemed to be a Samoan name or maybe Latin, who knows? But he's into the transfer portal from UNLV. So if that's somebody you guys want to go check out, see what he's working with, and come back and get in the comment section and tell me would he be a good fit for Miami, that would be lovely. But other than the quarterback position, Miami has not really reached into the portal and got a commitment as of recent. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure they're working diligently over the next couple weeks or so or whatever, taking visits even today. So be patient, guys. Some news will be coming out of you when it comes to transfer portal guys. Not necessarily saying quarterback. So don't you get it. Jordan, this guy here from JMU, McLeod. Don't know if you guys want to check him out and see also, but I'm pretty sure seeing the level of quarterback play and seeing the level of quarterbacks that would be needed to jump this program into 2024, well, I'm pretty sure most of you guys would be disappointed if we don't get a top name or something like that. But hey, trust the coaches. Trust the coaches. Trust the coaches. I'm pretty sure their evaluations is better than yours and mine. So it is what it is. Yeah, a lot of names falling off the list, man. KJ Jefferson, another one that was mentioned with Miami, has transferred from Arkansas to UCF. Yeah, so pretty much as you guys can see. Oh, look at down here. Tate Rodemaker, former Florida State quarterback. Obviously got punished against the Gators, got a concussion. They put him back in the game. Didn't play the next game against Louisville in the ACC championship. Tate Rodemaker saw the writing on the wall when Mike Norville started looking in the transfer portal, where it's Cam McCord or DJU. So puts his name in the transfer portal. He has found a home in Southern Miss. So Tate Rodemaker will be headed to Southern Miss. Now I'm not quite sure if Tate Rodemaker will be the starter there, or he'll go there to compete for the starting spot, or did they guarantee him that starting spot? We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Balls. Anyways, let's keep it moving, man. Quarterback situations, like I said, we're not going to load up anymore. We're just going to leave it to the staff and everything. When we start hearing names and stuff like that, I'll come back and I'll talk to you guys about that. So there you have it from Miami, man. Quarterback. Will they just ride with Jakari Brown, or will they enter the transfer portal for, let's say, a depth piece or competition? Who knows? Let's move on. Let's talk about the Seminoles. We up in Tally, hanging with the Seminoles. That's tough. What's even tougher? Earl Little Jr. As you guys know, his dad is a Miami legacy, Miami alumni. So Earl Little is not a legacy. Earl Little was, coming out of high school, one of the top corners in the country. He was recruited by Miami. Dad said Miami wasn't doing enough to recruit him. He ended up coming to Alabama. Now, 2 seasons later, of course, he's in the transfer portal. Took a visit to FSU and made a commitment to FSU yesterday. Like I said, Dad is a former Miami Hurricane, so this one kind of hit differently. My question is, does Earl Little not want to follow in his father's footstep at all? Is his father's footsteps that awkward or off the narrows path, or does he see something that his father did in his career that he don't want to do? Now, obviously, there's plenty of interviews and everything like that where the dad says he's not influence him to go anywhere, so this is all his decision. So is this a rebel kid? you know what? I want to go somewhere else. I want to go to the rivals of where my dad went, and I want to, punish my dad's team kind of deal, kind of rivalry within the home kind of thing. Is it that? I don't know. But Earl Little Jr. obviously left Alabama for FSU, so we're going to see how that turned out. Miami, he will play against Miami, so who knows? What did Mike Norvell offer this guy? Is it playing time? Obviously, it's playing time because he left Alabama because of lack of opportunity on the field, which, from what I'm hearing, they was promising him more opportunity this year. Could it be an NIL thing? I don't know. I'm not going to say it is or it ain't. So, Earl Little into the portal, went to Tallahassee. But let's be honest, if it was an NIL thing, I think Florida State would be probably one of the last place you would go for that opportunity. I think it's more of a mercenary thing. A lot of the guys are probably seeing what Florida State has done with transfer portal guys, taking them in for a year or two, giving them all the snaps, and, keeping the snaps away from the freshmen and high school guys, and you saw what they looked like when all the transfer portal guys, the mercenaries, decided that they would rather declare for the NFL and opt out of bowl games and not show no loyalty to the school. And, you get 63 to 3. You get a 60-point beating. 60-point beating. But anyways, man, let's keep it moving. Jaylen Brown. Another one. Miami is always involved with these guys for some reason. Let's talk about it. Jaylen Brown, coming out of high school, coveted by Miami, LSU. Both of them wanted him. Obviously, at the time, I think Josh Gaddis fumbled the bag. Jaylen Brown decided to commit to LSU. Now, what we all joked about and thought was funny was in his commitment live video, he actually dropped the pass. That's tough for a wide receiver on your biggest day, commitment, drop the pass. There was a lot of rumors around his name, whether he wanted to play at LSU, to be closer to Mom's, because from what I was hearing at the time, I think Mom's was in Mississippi, so he wanted to be a little bit closer. That kind of deal, wanted his mom to be able to see him play. Well, I don't think that's the issue anymore. My guy wants to go to Florida State. That's a little bit further from, Mississippi or whatever. But nonetheless, he chose to go to Florida State. A lot of these guys are basically going to these schools for 2 or 3 years. And then they'll transfer to Florida State, finish up their career under the brand, and go to the league. And, let's just say Florida State is in a position next year where they do make a bowl similar to the Orange Bowl, which is not in the playoffs. All these guys will most likely opt out and save themselves from injuries and stuff like that. Has no pride for the school because, let's just be honest, they're not embedded into that school's tradition. It is what it is. It's a give and take with the portal. You get guys that can plug and play and win games for you, help you win games, but you also get guys that'll quit on you at the end of the year if you're not in the playoffs or you're not playing for championships. That's tough. I don't make the rules, I just report them. It is what it is. Let's keep it moving. Obviously, we talked about these two guys, so we're not going to go into depth about them. We talked about them on the video yesterday, honestly. Check the channel, man. Make sure you guys subscribe. I update you guys on the transfer portal all the time. I was going to leave this to a weekly thing, but Florida State making it real difficult. The Florida Gators also, too. We're going to talk about the Gators next, so Gator fans, I'm pretty sure you hate the Seminoles. You probably don't want to hear about them, so you probably didn't make it this far in the video, but it is what it is. For those of you that did, we'll talk about your Gator in a second. DJU, quarterback, chopped up Florida State, went to Oregon State because he got beat out by Klubnik at Clemson. Then did a phenomenal job at Oregon State last year, obviously. Coaches leave, so he gets to leave too, and now he's at Florida State. I found it ironically and funny that Florida State was celebrating getting DJU by playing highlights of him beating Florida State up. That's tough, man. That's tough. If you can beat them, you can also join them, I guess. I've never heard it said that way. So, I guess give me some credit for that or something. I don't know. If somebody else said it, then too bad. Anyways, Marvin Jones Jr., that was a no-brainer. Left Georgia. Obviously, he wants more play time, too, and Mike Norvell could possibly offer that to him. He's an edge guy. Also, dad's an alumni. Dad's a legacy guy. Dad is a legend at Florida State. And, you know, gold jacket guy, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, obviously, transfer to Florida State. You know, good luck to these guys, man. Other than Tate Rodemaker, nobody from Florida State that entered the transfer portal has literally found a home. Oh, wait, I lied. Malcolm Ray. Now, you probably asking, who the hell is Malcolm Ray, T2Y? We never heard of this guy. Well, Malcolm Ray has found a new home. Malcolm Ray, let me move to this. Oh, you see the R. You can see the R right there. Okay, good. Rutgers. Malcolm Ray, defensive lineman. He's going to Rutgers. He's transferring over to Rutgers. Obviously, Gilbert Edmond. He also entered the transfer portal on the 3rd. Still hasn't found a home. So, outgoing. Florida State has 17 guys that enter the transfer portal as of right now. A lot of them has found homes. So, you know, I'll keep you guys updated when they do find home and stuff like that. And, yeah, that's pretty much for transfer portal for Florida State. But, guys, there's a lot of visits going on for Florida State right now. There's a lot of top guys that you would consider to be the top recruits in the transfer portal on your 5-star, the 3-star, 2-star ratings or whatever you want to give them. A lot of them are visiting Florida State. A few names has popped up. I think I'll just give you like 2 of them, but more of them pop up. There's a guy by the name of Tommy Wawa. I think that's his name, Tommy Wawa, or something like that. He's visiting Florida State, of course. Former West Virginia guy, so, you know, former West Virginia defensive lineman. 6'4", 274 pounds. That's one of the guys that's visiting. Another one, I guess I'll give you this one too. Malik Benson. He's also visiting. He's a wide receiver, guys, from the Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide, Alabama. As you guys seen, they already picked up a guy in Earl Little from Alabama, so maybe they'll pick up another Alabama Crimson Tide. But anyways, let's move on from Florida State. Let's talk about the Florida Gators in the portal. Little updates or whatever. Nothing major at all. Actually, just one guy, to be honest with you. Incoming transfers. Florida, we talked about all these other guys that's on this list. Only one has been added, and that's your boy, DJ Douglas. DJ Douglas is a safety coming out of Tulane, committed to the Florida Gators as of yesterday. So, you know, congratulations to them. Now, not quite sure what kind of player they'll get in a DJ Douglas. I haven't checked out his highlights. I haven't checked out, you know, his stats or anything like that. I just know that they got him out of Tulane. Not quite sure. Let me move this up a little bit so you guys can see. Boom, DJ Douglas, Tulane, right there. Bam, Tulane. So, if you guys want to check out DJ Douglas, if you're a Florida Gator fan and you're that interested in what you're seeing, then, you know, go check him out. I did report to you guys yesterday that they did get Devon Manuel, I'm sorry. I think literally one of the worst rated offensive tackles in the country, in the SEC actually. So, you know, they pride themselves in the SEC. So if he's the worst in the SEC, then they think he's probably the best in every other conference. So it is what it is, man. Too bad your schedule is mostly SEC. So that's tough. Hopefully my guy does well. You know, we don't wish any bad on any kid, no matter what kind of team they're playing for. We watch the results and then we make our judgments and our criticism. Anyway, man, yeah, that's pretty much an update for the transfer portal. I'm making this video early. As soon as I log off, who knows? Something else could happen, and I'll talk to you guys about it maybe later on tonight, or even tomorrow. Anyways, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. T2Y, I'm out.